Hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this special edition of GCP This Month. This month's episode is hosted by the GCP Bunch, Mattias, Tim, Karlos and myself, Julian, bringing you the latest announcements for GCP this month.
Here's a story of a lovely cloud. That's the way we all made GCP this month.
In this episode, we'll kick off GCP Quick Bites with updates on code profiling, plugins, acquisitions, a new US region, and Cloud Data Catalog. We'll then cover our handpicked announcements with the GCP Gems segment and finish off with GCP Guru of the Month.
Google continues to add to their data and storage portfolio with their announcement that they will acquire Elastifile, a provider of scalable enterprise file storage for cloud. Elastifile's unique software-defined approach enables organizations to automatically scale performance or capacity. Elastifile will integrate with Google Cloud File Store to bring traditional workloads into GCP faster and simplify the management and scaling of data and compute-intensive workloads.
StackDriver Profiler is now generally available. Profiling is a form of dynamic code analysis, letting you capture the characteristics of code as it runs. It lets you look at the actual resource consumption or performance traits of the application. StackDriver Profiler attaches a profiling agent to the code where it can look at the call stack to collect information such as CPU or memory usage without modifying the code and with no noticeable performance impact. Profiler is free to use and supports Java, Go, Node, and Python applications running on GKE, GCE, and on-prem.
Data centers are the engines of the internet, and Google data centers continue to grow. Google has started construction on a new Las Vegas, Nevada data center, which is planned for completion in 2020. The new region will give organizations in the western US and those doing business in Nevada faster access to Google Cloud Platform. This will bring the total number of regions in the continental US up to 7. I'm sure there's a joke here somewhere about gambling odds, but we haven't written it yet.
Jenkins is a popular tool for automating software build, test, and deployment. This month, Google announced the Jenkins Google Kubernetes Engine plugin, which allows Jenkins to discover all GKE clusters across your GCP projects. You can then deploy via a Jenkins pipeline to a specific project cluster or defined namespace. Additionally, Jenkins can be configured to verify deployments by ensuring that the pods are healthy.
Cybersecurity for enterprises comes to Google. Chronicle, Alphabet's enterprise security company, will join Google Cloud in the coming weeks, and they expect the integration to be completed in the fall of this year. Chronicle features products such as Backstory, which collects, stores, and stitches together all your security telemetry behind the scenes. A single UI provides a set of actionable tools to investigate, understand the scope of impact, and remediate impacted systems.
Google Cloud sets 3 new performance records for training machine learning models. MLPerf is the industry standard in benchmarking machine learning hardware, software, and services. The 3 MLPerf records were set using Google's Cloud TPU v3 pods, the latest generation of supercomputers specifically built for machine learning. This is the first time that a public cloud provider has outperformed on-prem systems in a number of categories. To give an idea of the possible performance improvements, Cloud TPU trained models outperformed the fastest on-prem systems by over 84% in the closed division.
For services that have StackDriver Debugger enabled, you can now create snapshots and log points from directly within the file view of cloud source repositories. These features apply to already deployed code and won't halt execution, even in production. Snapshots capture the variables of the next time that line of code executes and makes them available in the cloud source repository's UI. Log points allow developers to dynamically insert log statements into running services without redeploying them, and those are then written to standard log output, which allows them to work with any log collection tool. Both snapshots and log points use the same StackDriver Debugger agent.
Cloud Memorystore for Redis has released the RDB import and export feature in beta. Cloud Memorystore for Redis is GCP's fully managed in-memory data store used to build application caches that provide sub-millisecond data access. It's ideal for use cases that require fast, real-time processing of data, from simple caching to gaming and streaming processing solutions without having to manage complex Redis deployments. Google has made it easy to shift from open source Redis to Memorystore without any code changes by releasing their new import-export feature. This feature uses the native Redis command, which takes an RDB snapshot to import data into or export data out of a Cloud Memorystore for Redis instance. This has been one of the most requested features for Cloud Memorystore, and the use of the native RDB format prevents lock-in, and it allows companies to move their data to the platform where they see the best fit. Currently, GCP supports up to Redis 4.0, but it's working on newer versions of Redis.
Google continues to make its GKE environment turnkey for development and operations teams. Before Workload Identity, there were two primary methods of authenticating GKE workloads to Google Cloud APIs: manually storing service account keys as Kubernetes secrets, or using the node's IAM service account credentials. Both of these approaches have drawbacks in terms of ease of management and security. Kubernetes secrets currently need to be individually generated and downloaded, then manually rotated from your store. The keys have a shelf life of 10 years too, so that a key unaccounted for could result in prolonged access for an attacker. Yikes! And when using Node's IAM service account, the density of container architectures allow too many pods a level of access you wouldn't ideally give. Workload Identity has been introduced as a way to help minimize the scope of a potential breach or compromise, while helping to enforce the principle of least privilege across your environment. Currently in beta, Workload Identity creates a relationship between Kubernetes and Cloud IAM service accounts. So you can use your Kubernetes native concepts to define which workloads run as which identities. You can then permit your workloads to automatically access other Google Cloud services, all without having to manage Kubernetes secrets or IAM service account keys.
With the end of all these great announcements, let's move on to my favorite section of the show, Guru of the Month. This month's winner is Walid Shari. Walid is a software engineer based in Saudi Arabia. Congratulations, Walid. We'll be sending you a care package containing a t-shirt, some stickers, and a hand-signed card. For all you other gurus who want a special prize package, try your luck by answering our question, which can be found at the link on the screen now. That's all we have for this month's Google Cloud Platform releases. Tune in to next month's video for more great updates. The GCP Bunch would like to thank you for joining us for this month's video. So from myself and everyone here,
keep being awesome, Cloud Gurus!
Here's a story of a lovely cloud. There we go. Here's a story of a lovely cloud. Here's a story, oh yeah, of a lovely cloud. Come on. That's the way we all made GCP this month.
Oh my God.
All right.